In 2011, off the coast of Japan's Tohoku region, a earthquake would fuck the water off the coast and force it to come upon the land, also called a tsunami. This was the most destructive and worst tsunami in Japan's recorded history. Some places hit the worst at only 10 minutes of warning before their livelihood, homes, and worst case, their lives would be taken. Over 20,000 people were killed and hundreds of thousands would be evacuated from their homes for many years to come. This tsunami would also cause the notorious Fukushima disaster after a power plant was flooded, causing a meltdown and eventual explosion, spraying radioactive material into the ocean and off the coast of Fukushima Islands. But what if I told you a single big swag spender, who went against all advice from the entire community he was trying to protect from this very tragedy, would end up saving the lives of an entire village, but he would never live to see it? Kotake Wamura probably had a massive cock, but besides that he was the mayor of a small village in the Iwate prefecture. This village called Fudai had a population of about 2,000 or so people. In 1972, Kotake Wamura insisted that the village install 15-meter, or 50-foot tall floodgates, for the Americans, to prevent the village from, ever being damaged by a flood. The project would cost an estimated 3.5 billion yen, or 30 million United States dollars. It would take 12 years to be completed. Throughout the entire project, Kotake was criticized for his insistence for the floodgates. The community said that the money would be much better spent on something more important, and that there was nothing more than a big waste of money. The planners tried to get Kotake to at least downscale his project. 30 feet, 35 feet, 40 feet, they said. Kotaku insisted it be 50, not a single inch lower. Kotake would pass away in 1997. All the way up until the very end, he never caved and promised that one day his project would show its usefulness. The 2011 earthquakes ravaged the coastline of Japan, destroying hundreds of thousands of lives and billions of dollars in damages. However, the 50-foot tall floodgates of the small Fudai village would prevent any damage at all to any property or life inside of the village. Only one man had perished that day from Fudai, who had left the safety of the floodgates after the earthquake to check on his boat in the nearby harbor. Had he waited inside the Kotaku's gates, not a single soul of Fudai would have been lost, thanks to Kotaku's insistence for what many deemed useless. What a fucking legend. And the moral of the story is simple. Always joke and goon. You need every inch you can get.